Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Modern Day mod here today. On the channel we have episode 2 of my Turkish series. Here today we're going to be changing our government, bringing in the TAF, the Turkish Armed Forces. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Thank you for all the feedback and suggestions on the first episode of this series as well. Really appreciate it. A lot of you wanted me to go down sort of a nationalist outlook path, while some of you wanted me to roleplay as Erdogan and go down that. But I can't see, if we stay in NATO and stay on the Western outlook path, how we're going to be able to conquer all that former Ottoman Empire territory. Now we have sent one division to Afghanistan to help out the Northern Alliance and help out America's mission, which is trying to liberate the Middle East, as it were, in Operation Freedom. So we're mostly operating with G2 Turkish rifles. We also have our own anti-tank equipment, and we've also got anti-air equipment thanks to the Americans. We've got some Stingers. We've landed in Afghanistan in the north, and the first thing we've got attached to our inventory is some classic Stinger missile equipment. That's hilarious. So we'll try and help out the Americans here, and then we'll just try and help them in Operation Freedom. We've got the events happening in Iraq eventually soon as well. So it looks like the Spanish, the Aussies, the Americans, the Italians are here, and we're going to try and help them out. It is 11th of March 2002. We've been slowly but surely building up our construction production capacity. We have 30 factories. We've got a lot of office sectors coming on in just to fix up our financials. However, we have managed to reduce a lot of national debt and a slight bit of our corruption as well. But unfortunately, the economy isn't the greatest. We've been hovering in around an economic depression, recession / stagnation, which is like no growth. So we want to try and boost up the economy where we can. Okay, so we can get some agency in. And have we got a new government? I think we have. We've had a Turkish coup d'etat. Freudian slip there. Oh my god. Why? What's with the image? Why is it like a meme template image? But anyway, we've got a new government in charge. National unity at 25%. And now this is going to allow us to go down the crucial path of international interventionism and neo-imperialism. Oh, nice. So they've actually changed the focus tree. Damn, man. This Turkish submod is fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. So there's even like a nationalist focus tree. So we have lost a bit, but this is purely for the military junta focus tree, essentially the third junta. Okay, so nice. This is where we need to be. So the Turkish army is now firmly in control. So we can still be allied with the states quite firmly. Oh, and here we go. We can actually support them in their invasion. There's even a Mosul event. Nice. And then, oh, by the look of this, we can actually go back. We can lift the ban of parties and switch back if we want. Oh, so we can always do that. So maybe that's what we should do. Leave NATO, build the Ottoman Empire, and once we're done, we'll go back. But yeah, I just don't know how we're going to get Greece, to be fair, if they're firmly in NATO. I think there's some weird rule that there's a discrepancy in the law in NATO that there's no law against NATO states attacking other NATO allies within the alliance. So I guess it could realistically happen. I don't want the AKP to rise, so we'll try and reduce that with no speech. Oh no, he's been taken to hospital. Alright, the wars here is slowing down a little bit. They seem to have taken a airbase in North Afghanistan, which is quite crucial, getting air supremacy over the top. But yeah, obviously NATO is a defense alliance that an attack on one is an attack on all. So if anyone from outside the alliance was to be attacked, that triggers that. Ruskies. Or anyone else. But yeah, there was some. I remember reading some article a while ago that there's this like weird thing. If Turkey was ever to attack Greece, like what would happen? What would they do? Anyway, we'll try and make some progression here with our special forces. And now that the army's in charge, hopefully we can gain more territory for Turkey back. Our war support is growing as well, 53%. Our political power is a bit shit. So we've got 150 billion in the bank, 286 billion in a deficit, which isn't too large. If it blows out to like 500 billion, that can be catastrophic. But look, if you manage it and you play it well, it's nearly not too bad going into a debt here and there. Because there's the thing, is like there's good debt in the world, there's bad debt, credit card debt, bad, mortgage debt, okay. If you can pay it back. Alright. Let's try and form this up slightly better. Because the quicker we can get this done, we're going to be able to allow the US to get access to further parts of their tree. We'll try and stay allies with them as much as we can. We don't want to put a target on our back any time soon. Because I'm sure they're not going to be overly impressed for the resurgence of the Ottoman Empire. Nice. We're at stable growth now. We'll try and get it to fast growth eventually. And then economic boom. Looks like the Germans and the Brits want to give us access to their satellite intelligence. And this push here on the far west of the country seems to be the play. If we can try and stretch their front line, the better. Just Afghanistan is so harsh and treacherous from the various mountains and rivers and valleys, along with the inhabitants, but there's also like the roads as well. There's like one highway that like surrounds the country. It's just very easy to choke point and narrow and like quarter off. It's a guerrilla's paradise. Like, it's just so conducive to guerrilla warfare. So I suppose we'll go down this, the Iraq mission, because we eventually want to go that way anyway. Oh, nice. There seems to be a really strong push here by the Northern Resistance. And we might even be able to surround a unit there if we're lucky. Nice. Sometimes you just need to make the initiative so the AI can help. Now we're getting a really nice push here. Dude, we are really the major power helping out the Afghanis. Nice. Oh, what's this? There's a huge bit of text. We're still making 4 billion though, which is a nice bit of money. Our GDP and debt isn't too crazy. I don't think we need to support them. I think I prefer the political power. I don't think this is attached to that text behind me. Oh god. That's so fucking big it can't even fit on the screen. There's not much we can do, so I guess we accept it. Let's do nothing there. But we're still pretty early in the campaign. Still early days. But so far, we're doing well. Our infantry's not using any fuel. I would rather not levy aircraft to them, even though it'd probably help out. Our production is shocking. We've got to really be quite cautious with our logistics and air force. Dude, to be fair, Turkey's probably in a worse situation at this time period than Australia in the series. At least they weren't getting hammered with multiple financial woes and difficulties and recessions in the early 2000s. Like, geez. That's fine. Oh, so we seem to be in a coalition technically with the DSP, which is weird. Even though we banned elections, but whatever. Alright, let's bring down some of the debt. Nice, we're going to be able to wipe 100 billion off, which is huge. Rising now to 130. I wish we could track how many men we've lost in volunteers, roughly. No, maybe a K, actually. Because we had about 25. But also, that's a little bit deceiving, as we are also as well recruiting units day by day. But we've managed to make a really solid and decent push here in the west. If they can pincer from the north, that'd be fantastic. But we're only 3 tiles away from Kandahar. And then the Brits in the north are only a little bit away from the capital. Oh, nice. There's a new person in charge. I think the other guy was like a commander or an admiral. I'm not entirely sure. But we've got this new looking bloke. He looks alright. Looks like a Chad. A Turkish Chad. Right. I think we want to try and get the US to build some military bases in Turkey. That'd be good. And once their invasion of Iraq happens, we'll help out and we'll try and pincer them from the north. Thankfully, we're going to be able to get in on it through our tech tree, because in the Australian campaign, we weren't actually able to help straight up. We'll go with excavation here, but we're still relying on industry advancements from the bloody 80s. So hopefully try and improve that. But so far, tactically, it's taken a little bit of time. It's only taken a full year to try and bring down the government. Oh, God, we've got a housing collapse as well. We only just got to stable growth, for fuck's sake. There's a chance that we can go into another stagnation/recession. Voodoo economics. Oh, well, at least we got stagnation, not recession. Dude. We are really getting hammered by the economy. It's going to take years before we get into a strong enough position to actually effectively start conquering countries. Maybe we need to raid our neighbours' national bank here and there. Might be a good idea. They've lost 23k to their 6k. Nice, so we're going to surround them now. Dude. I know already these Turkish special forces are incredibly experienced, but holy shit. They have earned some valuable lessons fighting in and around one of the hardest places to fight. Okay, so we can eventually go down this. The first Junta Congress, okay. Sure, let's go with that. We might need to pivot in the focus tree once the stuff in Kuwait kicks off. Nice, they should be capitulated now. And not aligned, but you would imagine the US is probably going to bring in a new government there. Alrighty. Yeah, so we still can't attack. Oh, we can attack though if the world tension is high enough. Okay. That's because we've changed our government. We haven't gone down neo-imperialism just yet. So we've been successful here today in the invasion of Afghanistan. So far we've taken Northern Cyprus under our control. And I imagine the next phase in Operation Enduring Freedom. Operation Freedom is probably going to kick off soon. Let's do some more CT events, and we'll try and send some military training missions as well, as we have the spare military experience from there. Nice, but there's not really too much we can do. I could change the flag, but I don't think so. And we're not a part of the EU yet, but we can eventually do so. It's a part of the tech tree, so we might connect to the EU. Still pretty early days. Did the Eastern Express? That looks sick. Alright, we're back up to stable growth. We can go with some genetic engineering now as well, as we're starting to modernize our production and construction. Yeah, so we've still got a fair few negative modifiers here and there that we have to keep an eye on. So, if we are to help out in Iraq, I think there's I was nearly umming to see if there's actually like a piece of territory that we bought of them, but I think we can actually go through that point there. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're going to have to sail all the way around to Kuwait, go through the Suez Canal. That would be annoying, but we might have to. Anyway, let's try and bring in some United States military aid to help us out and still cozy up with the Yanks. Alright, so there's even some of these challenger enemies. So we can surround our media, restart the Cyprus War, a border conflict in Thrace, secure the Aegean Islands, and there's more Kurdish stuff we can deal with as well. Alright, that's all something we can keep an eye on. That Armenia one's interesting because we can actually puppet Georgia, but I think we get an annex against them. We'll try and bring this state into our control. However, the states are guaranteeing them, but that shouldn't matter because we're both NATO members, and the US, you would imagine, would drop the guarantee if things were to kick off. So will we join the invasion? We sure as shit will. So, can we... So we can get an annex war goal, which is pretty good in this part of the tech tree, because we can't actually straight up attack them because we don't have neo-imperialism. So, once things actually kick off, we'll change our national focus. So, dude, the Greeks are fucking here. I never fear the Greeks are here. Yeah, so it looks like we can seem to push from the north. Interesting. Nice. So the states has attacked them. Whoops, misclick there. So, we will try and do this 70 days. That's going to take ages. The country could fall before that's done. But we will join in on the invasion, as the first initial battles and fights are occurring in Basra. The Poles and Spanish have landed in Kuwait to help out. Just hopefully we can get this done so we can have a claim to some of that northern territory. Dude, if we could get Mosul under our direct control, that'd be awesome. Some of that northern Iraqi territory would be so valuable to us. The Australians have now landed as well. Oh no. The Turkish-US crisis. Unfortunately, some Turks were detained. Huh, I didn't even know about that. I didn't know that was a thing. That's rather quite unfortunate. Oh, it looks like they're being pushed back a little bit here. Oh god. It's ballooned to 20k. As long as they don't fail, I'm okay. But the longer they take, the better. Because it gives us the chance to finish this national focus so we can get the war annex goal. Oh no. A US tank division is being completely surrounded here by 4 or 5 units. There's been another earthquake here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, the geological stuff that happens in and around the Aegean, Turkey and Greece. Both of them are really quite susceptible to earthquakes and wildfires. Oh wow, they're really flooding in there with foreign forces. Well, unfortunately on that note, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2. We've had the invasion of Afghanistan here today. And we're going to leave things off on a cliffhanger. We're going to have the invasion of Iraq in episode 3, coming out the exact same time tomorrow. It's May 2003. We're still very early days into this campaign series. So stay tuned for the next episode, coming out the exact same time tomorrow. So if you haven't already, left the video a like, subscribe if you're new. Would really much appreciate it. All feedback and suggestions and constructive criticism is welcome in the comments. As always, thanks guys, make sure to take care of yourselves, have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy, I'll see you in the next one, goodbye.